Maybe we're just having too much fun.
Hey guys, welcome back to Just One More Game. Where I'm here with my brother Nick.
I guess.
And basically, for the next couple of videos, we're just going to be working on doing best remake, our favorite moment in gaming this year, game of the year, so stuff like that.
Yep.
So for this category today, we're going to be doing the best remake.
There have been a lot of remakes this year, and a lot of them have been good, and a lot of them have not been that good. So we're going to decide which one's the best.
Yeah, that's definitely been the trend of the new generation.
For the past couple of years, there's been a lot of remakes.
Is this remake. All right, so this is kind of our favorite ones, or the ones that stood out the most.
Yep.
So we have Zelda Majora's Mask, Gears of War, State of Decay, Borderlands, the Handsome Jack Collection, the Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, Dishonored, and Dark Souls Scholars of the First Sin. So this is kind of loosely a remake or whatever. I know like Dark Souls and stuff, and Borderlands is more like a...
You're saying Dark Souls is a pretty loose remake?
Well, I mean, we're using the remake term loosely because they're not necessarily remakes. Like they might look a little bit better. Yeah. But they're also mainly just adding all of the content and the DLC and
it's
stuff. It's
basically a movement to the next generation.
Yeah.
So it's like a glorified port. Yeah. With all the DLC. And it looks a little better.
So you started off basically what we're going to be doing in this video is we have a list of the games, and then we're each going to maybe pick a game and just say it's not the best, and then if we have a problem with it, we'll have our rebuttal. But you go first, and we'll decide which one you think we shouldn't have on there.
Okay, I think we shouldn't have Gears of War on there because all right. For one, it's only the first game, which is kind of weird because there's the Handsome Jack Collection, Borderlands, there's Uncharted, which has all 3 games, and then Borderlands has 2 and the pre-sequel, and Gears of War just has the first one, so I feel like that's kind of a weird dynamic. Yeah, and it's $40. So I don't know. And I mean, does it look? I mean,
it does look really. It does look really good. It was awesome actually replaying the first Gears, because that was
that one was
probably my favorite one. Just how cool it was, and they added they did add the little side quest mission or whatever from the PC version that I never actually played. So that was really cool. The multiplayer, it was actually a lot better because they did Gears of War 3's basically multiplayer in it. So that was pretty cool. So multiplayer was a lot better. That being said, I played a little bit of multiplayer and I'm not a big fan of the way Gears community acts. It's just I'm not a big fan of
the 2P.
Yeah, I mean, I like Gears of War, I like the universe, I like the campaigns and stuff, but the multiplayer wasn't always my favorite. Well, even though I did play a lot of 2 and 3. But yeah, I said we can go ahead and
cut it.
Go ahead and delete it. All right.
There were 6.
All right. I'm gonna probably say Dishonored.
You want to cut it off?
Yeah, because I mean, personally, I didn't play it, but to me, it just seemed like kind of just a re-release. And I mean, I'm sure it had all the content and stuff on it from the other ones, but I mean, I really like Dishonored, but
yeah, I did buy this one and I played it, and I never played the Dishonored on the Xbox 360, so this was like a complete new experience for me. And the game visually looks great, great storyline. There's a lot of cool elements to the game, but like the frame rate was,
I heard the frame rate wasn't the greatest.
It was so bad. Like it almost made the game not enjoyable. And
but I mean the frame rate, it wasn't the greatest on the original one either. I remember, but
you'd think it'd be better on.
It was. I mean, it should be better if they're. Yeah. You know.
So I agree. We can go ahead and cut that one too.
Go ahead and chop it.
I mean, I like the game. It was a fun game, but I don't know. And it reminded me a lot of BioShock.
Yeah, it was cool with like the different powers and stuff.
Yeah,
but
that was like really awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a weaker one.
All right. Okay. Am I cutting one off again?
Yeah, we'll just.
Okay. Jeez. I'd say Dark Souls.
Dark Souls? Yeah, that's Dark Souls too. I remember playing the original Dark Souls, and I wasn't that into it. Like I played a couple hours, but I wasn't that great at it, and I ended up dropping it. But when Dark Souls 2 came out, I don't know what enticed me to buy it, but I did, and it was. I put over 100 hours into that game. It was. I love. A lot of people didn't even like Dark Souls 2 because they said it was so much different, or I don't know if it was like Baby Down or whatever from the original Demon Souls and Dark Souls.
They said it wasn't as connected, like Bloodborne and like Dark Souls 1 is. And, like,
that's what I heard. But again, I've never played Demon Souls, and I only played a little bit of Dark Souls.
Yeah, and
that's why actually I like kind of like Rise of the Tomb Raider because like there's so much. It's kind of connected in that world. Like you'll come out of a cave and you'll be above other stuff. That kind of reminds me of like Bloodborne a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I know Scholars is the first thing it added. I think there's up to 4 people that could be 4 or 5 people that could play in co-op together. I think in Scholars. Huh. I remember I had a really hard time connecting in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah,
Bloodborne was even worse. Trying to connect, that was really hard.
The connections in Scars of the first game were pretty good.
Yeah,
and I love that game, man. I played the crap out of it. But
yeah, and then they added there's a whole bunch of
DLC.
Well, they added all the DLC, which was all really good.
Yeah,
and they had like a whole other storyline with the Scholar of the First Sin, which I never saw because I didn't really play much of Scholars, but. Mm-hmm. And then they rearranged a lot of the things too, like a lot of the enemies.
They changed like all the enemy placement.
Yes, they made it actually a lot harder.
Yeah.
So I guess people wanted to get this for the new generation. They had a reason to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we go ahead and get rid of it.
But it was a good game.
All right. I'm probably gonna say State of Decay is the next one to get rid of. Yep. Personally, it was really good. I played a little bit of it on the 360, and they said if you had bought it, it was $20 instead of $30 on the Xbox One, but I never even bought it. But it was really cool. Like it was open world, a bunch of zombies and stuff.
Yeah.
People could like die permanently.
Really?
Yeah, like people like
I never played
even the character you start out with could die permanently, and that you would just because you hop around characters and stuff. You start with like a main character, but once you find like a civilization or a town or something,
you can switch off.
You can switch off between characters and try and keep them happy and stuff. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, it's one of those games that just more games came out and I just kind of got lost or whatever.
Too into it.
Yeah.
Okay. So cut that one out. Okay, so the ones left are Zelda Majora's Mask, Borderlands: The Handsome Jack Collection, and Uncharted: The Nathan Drake Collection.
Yep.
I'll cut. Or I'll want to cut Borderlands Handsome Jack Collection because, for one, they didn't add the first one, which was weird.
Yeah, that's kind of.
They didn't do that.
Did they ever end up doing just a Borderlands 1 remake? Nope. I thought that's what they were going to do.
They said they were going to, but they never did.
I understand. At this point, there's no point.
I understand that it's about Handsome Jack, and he's not really in the first one at all, but that's kind of weird that they wouldn't add the first one in.
Yeah.
And it visually looks a little better. And it has all the DLC, but it was pretty much the same thing. It felt like the same. It felt like I was just replaying the same games. But I never played the pre-sequel on the 360 because
I've played the pre. You are more of a Borderlands fan than I am.
Much more.
You
didn't like the pre-sequel.
I played about maybe a couple hours of it. It kind of seemed a little bit too samey.
So yeah, I played through it twice.
Borderlands 1. Loved it. Like it was a great co-op experience. It was, the story was awesome.
Very innovative.
The story wasn't that great, but the world was awesome. Like the characters were hilarious. The way they introduced all the villains and stuff was awesome.
Yeah. Great co-op game.
Yeah, I put tons of. We put a ton of hours. Even when they first had that one DLC that came out.
Oh, the zombie DLC.
Yeah, like the pumpkins and stuff. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really good.
Borderlands 2.
I
think I beat it.
You beat it.
I didn't. And they added a lot more stuff. I just. I don't know. I kind of was. Burned out. I guess. But they had a ton. Like people who got that or bought that season pass.
Got a ton.
Got their money's worth.
There was the the medieval DLC, where you're like playing a medieval board game, and I think it's like Tiny Tina is like
Tiny Tina's I know
Tiny Tina's Dragon Keep. That was fantastic.
Yeah. See, I didn't play any of the DLC for 2. I played all of it for 1.
Yeah, I didn't really play any of the DLCs until the Handsome Jack collection. So that was pretty good. I liked them all. But we can cut that.
All right, so we got Uncharted and Zelda next. Personally, I think I know where you're going. I think Zelda is the winner here.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was okay. It looks a lot better, obviously.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
The nub they like inserted nub use for the new 3DS.
The C stick or whatever.
The C stick.
Yeah, that was nice.
Which is really cool. The touchscreen, pretty innovative. Like it was like
Oh yeah,
Ocarina
cool.
of
Well,
Time.
see, I played this on the original Nintendo, and this is there's 2 Zelda games I've never beat. Well, 2 mainline like Colt. Go away.
Bro. Two
So
Zeldas.
I didn't finish
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask, and I've never finished Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
So Skyward Sword's a completely different story. I hate that game. I hate everything.
The waggle.
I hate everything about motion control.
I love them.
But yeah, Zelda. I got stuck. I mean, I was 8 or 9
You're pretty young.
when I
So
played it.
that's it's a hard game.
Yeah,
Like,
so I
you
got
wanna-
stuck. I never got finished. Finished it. But so going back to and this was, man, Majora's Mask, original Ocarina of Time, or remake, it's cool, whatever. But and then I can't think the C one,
The what?
Wind Waker.
Yeah.
Probably my 3 favorite
Zelda games.
Zelda games.
Wind Waker was fantastic. Yeah.
I don't know. Majora's Mask might be my favorite because it's just so dark and weird, and the time stuff is cool.
Yeah, it's the most unique Zelda game for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's
I
just
loved it.
it's so awesome.
But the thing is, like, I replayed it on the 3DS. Well, I played it on the 3DS, and then like I played it for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I put like 28 hours in, just like playing all the time. And then
Yeah.
I haven't been back to it since.
You never beat it?
No, I beat it.
Oh.
Like I beat it, and I got all the masks.
Well, that's what I did. I got the mask, but
And then
I, mean,
I was just like done.
yeah, I could. That's like most Zelda games. Like you can go back and get all the bottles and get all.
Yeah.
There's so many collectibles, but every collectible in those games are always cool. It's not just some stupid feather you're picking up or a flag.
And getting all the masks.
Yeah, that was
really
awesome.
cool. Oh, especially the one with the couple. Like one of them had turned into a kid,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
had to go through like a series.
Well, that
of
was
days.
that was like lasted the entire game. That
Yeah.
one.
That took me a while to figure out.
And then
how to look that one up.
you get all the masks, and then you turn them all in to get the Great Deity's mask, and you just
Yeah.
like, that last boss was just so. It was nothing because the deity
Yeah.
was so awesome to
Yeah.
use. That's all. I've always wanted to see the fierce deity in action, and I never did when I was a kid. And I
Yeah.
finally got to do it, and it's pretty awesome. And then getting like the Great Fairy's sword and stuff.
Oh
It's
yeah.
pretty cool. But going back to Uncharted, I mean, I love the Uncharted series. They're great. Personally, I think Tomb Raider is a little bit better nowadays, the newest
so.
one. So I'm excited for 4.
Yeah, 4 should be.
So, I mean, it's a great collection. Had everything in there. The only thing I was a little disappointed about, I never actually played the Drake collection. I wanted to, or I want to still, but
yeah.
they didn't have the multiplayer in there.
Yeah.
And Uncharted 2 multiplayer at the time was
It's top notch.
it was
A1.
the good stuff. No, it was awesome. Like it was.
I remember you playing that a lot.
It was Gears of War, but it was faster. It was better. And you could climb stuff. So
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. And they had like you could unlock characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it was just really cool. You could get, I think it was like golden guns. It was
Uncharted 4's multiplayer should be pretty good. I've seen a little bit of that.
yeah. I'm excited for Uncharted 4
That
and its
should be really
multiplayer.
good.
I didn't play the beta.
Mine either.
But yeah, best remake of the year definitely
Zelda.
goes with Zelda, and it was one of the first ones we got.
Mm-hmm. And it came out with the new 3DS, so it was like it was perfect timing, and it was a good introduction to the C stick and like everything the new 3DS could do, and it had all the gyro controls for aiming the slingshot.
And yeah, and the map thing they did was really good.
What map thing?
Where they had like Ocarina of Time introduced that in the first one where they used like the bottom screen, and you could switch between the boots and stuff.
Yeah.
Because like going back and doing
the Water Temple.
Yeah, the Water
With the
Temple. And,
boots
yeah, it
was
was
nothing.
Yeah. So it was just Nintendo. I mean, they have some of my favorite games. They've done the best remakes, I think, of their games. They really take their time and they listen. You know, Nintendo listening is very big to me. So
God.
it's nice for them to listen, because especially with what can't I think of? The
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker, yeah. Like doing the whole Triforce thing. I don't remember that being a big problem, like having to collect the Triforce shards.
Oh, it takes forever.
But I guess it took. I can't remember. I guess it took a long time in the first one. And the remake, they listened to the criticism and they changed it.
They also sped up sailing in the new one.
Yeah.
This remake.
Shh.
So
Sorry, that's my dogs. But yeah, I mean, just Zelda Majora's Mask. I can't wait for Twilight Princess next year. I think it comes out in April or May or something like that. So I can't wait to get that, and I can't wait to get that steezy little Link amiibo. Because I like amiibo. They're kind of useless other than just collecting.
Absolutely.
But yeah, guys. Our next video probably do best multiplayer. So I look forward to seeing you guys.
Have a good one.